Hey y'all, political junkies! Welcome back to another deep dive into the world of what-ifs and political hypotheticals. Today we're going to dive into a real interesting what-if. What if Canada became the 51st state? It's a wild idea, but let's explore it together. Let's break it down, y'all, the good and the bad, the ups and the downs, and everything in between. First off, the good stuff. There are some pretty enticing benefits to consider. Imagine, way more trade and business with the US. The economic integration could be a game changer. That could mean more jobs and money for everybody. Sounds pretty good, right? More opportunities for businesses and workers alike. And then there's the whole army thing. The US military is one of the most powerful in the world. With the US military looking out for them, Canada could spend less on their own army and more on things like schools and hospitals. Imagine the boost in public services. And don't forget, Canadians would get to vote in US elections and have their voices heard in Congress. They'd have a say in one of the world's most influential governments. Seems like a pretty sweet deal, huh? But, as with anything, there's always another side to the coin. But, hold your horses, y'all, it ain't all peaches and cream. There are some serious downsides to consider. Now for the not-so-good stuff. The challenges and potential pitfalls are significant. The biggest thing? Canada wouldn't be its own country anymore. They'd lose their sovereignty and independence. They'd have to follow US laws, even if they didn't like them. This could lead to a lot of friction and dissatisfaction. That's a big deal, y'all. Losing control over their own laws and policies is no small matter. And then there's what could happen to Canadian culture. The unique aspects of Canadian life could be overshadowed. It could kind of get lost in the mix with American culture, and Canadians are real proud of their own special ways. The cultural blending might not be welcomed by everyone. And what about how things would work in the government? The political landscape would change dramatically. Canada's got way fewer people than the US, so they might not have much say in Congress. Their representation would be limited. That means they might not have much power when it comes to decisions that affect them. Their influence would be significantly reduced. And just think about all the changes that would have to happen to make it all work. The logistical challenges would be enormous. It could cause a lot of trouble for both countries. The transition wouldn't be smooth and could lead to conflicts. That's a tough one to swallow. The complexities are daunting. Lastly, let's talk about the different ways folks in the US and Canada think about things. The cultural and ideological differences are significant. There are some pretty big differences, and that could cause some arguments and make it hard for everyone to get along. The social integration could be challenging, so when you look at everything, it seems like the bad things about Canada becoming a state are bigger than the good things. The cons outweigh the pros. Canada's got its own strong identity and a government that works for them. Their independence is a source of pride. Doing more business with the US is good, but staying their own country is really important for Canada to do well and keep its own special culture. Their unique identity is invaluable. Thanks for watching, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into a fascinating what-if scenario. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this. See you later.